Got another article from BoundingToComics.com here. Netflix loses 1 million subscribers and 60% of stock value amid more layoffs. Oops. It has been a rough year for Netflix, and things don't look like they're improving soon. On Tuesday, this was last Tuesday as I'm filming this, the world's largest streaming service revealed that it lost close to 1 million subscribers in the second quarter of 2022. So in 3 months, they lost 970,000 subscribers during that time. Now, they had forecast, as I said here, a net loss of 2 million subscribers, while analysts were expecting a loss of 1.4 to 1.8 million. So basically, everybody was kind of like, this is good news, and stuff like that, because they didn't lose as much as they thought. They only lost 1 million, not 2 million. Which, I mean, I get it, but at the same time, it's like, you still lost 1 million, though. But anyway, despite the net massive loss of subscribers, shareholders were relieved that numbers weren't as bad as the company was expecting. But that doesn't mean news was good within the company. They also announced that they're letting go of roughly 300 staffers. The cuts cover multiple business functions in the company, with the bulk of the jobs lost in the U.S. According to Variety, these layoffs occurred just weeks after Netflix cut its global workforce by roughly 11,000 staffers, which is a huge number. Jesus Christ. The streamer indicated more rounds of layoffs would be coming this year following that first group, as the company tried to adjust to its heavily weakened stock price. And, today was heavily go 300 employees, blah, 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 that kind of shit. There's some, Stranger Things, that's one of the things, Stranger Things 4 likely, will cause them to gain, subscribers in the next quarter. Because there's some people who would be like, okay, I'm just going to subscribe to Netflix for a month to watch all of Stranger Things, and there you go. Although they had kind of divided up the season, the season 4, I think it was 7 episodes was the first half, and then the last 2 episodes the second half, all that kind of stuff. That's why Disney Plus releases their stuff on a weekly basis, to try to entice you to, hey, let's have you subscribe for a couple months instead of just 1 month. Because when Netflix dumps all their shows or all the episodes of a show out, hey, this is, all 10 episodes, you can watch them all. You got to subscribe for a month, even though it may only take you a couple days to watch, but hey, that's a month, But then you also subscribe or unsubscribe, cancel, whatever, and then you're done. Then the next time the show comes around, you'll subscribe again. Anyway, they go into some detail here. I'll link this in the description box and stuff. They talk about Netflix stock is down 60% from the beginning of the year. Employee morale has plummeted among those whose compensation is largely based on stock options. Their financial outlook is so grim that billionaire hedge fund investor Bill Ackman recently dumped his fund's 3.1 million Netflix shares at a loss estimated at more than $400 million. They're committed to cutting costs in order to keep its margins at 20% and plans to spend on content with a budget of $17 million in 2022 for shows and films. There's that fucking cutie child porn bullshit. Look at that. Ugh. I can't even look at that. It's like, look at them little girls. What the fuck, man? What the fuck? Girls look like they're 11 years old or something. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. It goes on and talks about their live-action adaptations of Cowboy Bebop, Resident Evil haven't done so well. They've been criticized, all that kind of stuff. Okay, let's hear they talk about the cuties right here. Pre-tweens, twerking and dancing provocatively. They dropped an estimated $200 million production budget on its upcoming action movie, The Gray Man, and $30 million per episode in the 4th season of Stranger Things. Now, I haven't seen Gray Man yet. Stranger Things I have watched. Some parts you can say, oh, that's worth it. Because they did like a really good job with some of the special effects and the makeup and everything for Vecna. Outstanding stuff. But all in all, I would, there was times where you're like, well, they spent $30 million an episode, but I imagine that's because they would spend like say 50 on one and then only 10 on the next, and average out to 30. But anyway, it goes on and on. It talks about numerous factors are working against them, that they're now struggling to compete with the new wave of streaming services from major corporations like Disney Plus, Peacock, Paramount Plus, HBO Max. Also, the inflation, the economic downfall of the U.S. is also working against the company. Record high inflation, all this kind of stuff. People are they're not gonna subscribe as much. When if you don't have as much money, inflation, all that stuff, gas prices up, all that kind of shit. I haven't seen home movies, so I don't know if that's any good or not. So I can't make a comment on that. Now, I will say that another reason that they're going to get a boost in subscribers is because, as it mentions here, they're planning to add commercials as a part of a cheaper ad-based subscription service. I don't know how cheap it'll go down, but it's a smart thing. I know some people are really bashing them for it, but the thing is like nobody's saying that you have to get the ad free or the ad based version of Netflix. You can continue with your current Netflix and stuff. This just opens it up so that more people can get Netflix. Now it's hard to say what it's how cheap it's going to really be because like for instance HBO Max I think is $10 for the ad based version, and the ad free I think is like starts at 15 if I remember right, 14 or 15. Could be 16 too. I'm not really sure because it depends because you can go through like Amazon and there's various avenues that you can kind of get it and everything, or through Hulu, I guess I should say. I'm not sure if Amazon has it, but I know you can get it through Hulu. But anyway, whatever. It's neither here nor there. They talk about the members in the ad tier will have a great experience, and we will clear some additional content, but certainly not all of it. Yada yada yada. He's also confirmed that some of Netflix's content would not be available on the cheaper plans due to existing licensing issues with other studios. That you know, one of the things with Netflix, and I think it's one of the things that hurts them, but another way I guess it's a good thing, is almost all of their stuff is made by them, but you're not going to get like a lot of these big blockbuster style movies and stuff on there unless they make them themselves. And it's like a lot of their stuff, they're taking that mentality of we're just going to throw everything at the wall and see what sticks. And sometimes you'll have something good, but it also leads to a lot of bad. But it all depends on your taste and stuff, so that's subjective. I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up here. I've gone almost 7 minutes. Like I said, I'll link this in the description box if you want to read it for yourself. Although I covered all the pertinent points. It's just really weird they lose 1 million subscribers and people are taking it as good news. It's just weird. I mean, of course, there's going to be some people out there saying, "Oh, Netflix is in trouble. They're in danger. This and that and stuff." And it's like, slow your roll. I mean, they're still a massive juggernaut, whether you like them or not. Hopefully they'll turn things around, but we'll see. Anyway, thank you very much for watching and have a good one.